Roma have been a massive Serie A side in the past, but now their form has just gone downhill. They've won 3 Serie A titles, 9 Coppa Italias and 2 Supercoppa Italiana titles. But all of these have been, well, very, very far back. In the recent years, their team has just not been up to strength and has not competed for any titles. So we are here to change that. We are going to be managing Roma FC in a new career mode. Now, let's get into it. So, let's start off the series by accepting the preseason tournament invite. We are going to advance to invites and select which tournament. So I think we're going to go with the European International Cup as it does have the highest potential prize money. We'll be going up against the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund, Valencia, Sevilla, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Tottenham Hotspur. So let's select this. And there we go. We're in. So let's start off with showing you guys the squad. So this is how the squad is going to line up. We're not going to use Roma's default formation as the new manager. We're going to make changes to the style that they play. So up front we're going to have Edin Dzeko, 5-star weak foot, 33 years of age. He looks to bring experience to the side in terms of attacking. Then on the right we'll have Mkhitaryan, 30 years of age, 5-star weak foot, right mid, cam, right wing. He's got decent range of positions he can play. He looks to be a very, very big threat. And then on the left side we have Kluivert, 20 years of age, a youngster, pretty much the only youngster in the attack we have, as they are both 30 and 33. 4-star, looks decent. He could be very good in the future if he decides to catch on. And then at cam we'll have Pellegrini, 23 years of age, another youngster, decent stats, yeah. And then our CDM, Cristante, 78, decently young as well, lacks a bit of pace, but so be it. Then on the left side, Veretout, 26 years of age. Yeah, so we do have a pretty decently young midfield and attack, apart from Dzeko and Mkhitaryan. Then our backline on the right back, starting is going to be Zappacosta, an old Chelsea player. 3-star, 27 years of age. He's fine. He'll do the job. Then other centre back, Mancini, 23 years of age. Another young player, looks to be all right, lacking pace, but so be it. Then on the other side we have Chris Smalling, bit of a meme, but now he's actually playing very, very well at Roma. 29 years of age. Yeah, he should be good for us. And then on the left side we have Kolarov, who is 33 years of age, 6'2", should be very good there. Brings a bit of experience to the side as he is 33 years old. And then on the bench we have Kalinic, 31, striker. Dzeko's definitely our first choice there. Zaniolo, 19 years of age. He is a very, very young player and is already 77 rated, so he is going to grow hopefully into a world-class cam. And then Perotti, 30 years of age. He could be decent to bring on. Spinazzola, 26, left mid, looks decent. Morante, Juan Jesus, Undar, 21 years of age. He will be coming on for Mkhitaryan in games, as he looks promising. And then reserves, no one here that we should really worry about too much for now. Yeah, so with that, we're going to go check out how our schedule looks for the start of the season. So, in the preseason tournament, we're going to face Chelsea on the 3rd, Borussia Dortmund on the 7th, and Arsenal on the 10th. We're going to sim the preseason tournament as I'm not really interested in playing it, but hopefully we can get far in that. And then on the next month, we only have one game, and that is against Genoa. That will be our first Serie A game. Then the month after that, we have a very, very full month, playing Lazio on the 1st, Sassuolo on the 16th, and then we have our first Europa League game on the 19th against, I'm sorry, I have no clue how to pronounce this, Basaksehir. And then on the 22nd, we play Bologna, 25th Atlanta. That will be a good game. Then 29th, we play Lecce. So I think in this episode, we are going to end up playing Genoa and Lazio. So with that, let's go check out our emails. So there's not much to be seen here as we have not started simming yet, but we have just the board talking about the European International Cup, the Preseason tournament. Then we do have shirt sales. They want us to have 45 million shirt sales. Should be doable if we make some nice signings. And then transfer market, just saying it's open. And then the board's vision and expectations, we're not going to look at that because we're going to have our own vision and expectations. And then just a scout report, we're not going to look at that, not really interested. And then just an introduction from the scout. So yeah, we will just get through that. And now we're going to sim to the first game and we will have a look at our season objectives. Alright, so we have made it to the first game of the season against Genoa. Not much happened in the break. We did not make it out of the group stage of the pre-season. That was not ideal, but we still got a bit of money. So with this, I'm going to show you guys our season objectives. So let's get into it. So this season we're going to have 3 objectives. The first one, experience outranks everything. It's going to be scoring 15 goals and assisting 10 with Dzeko and Kolarov. This will be an interesting objective to try and complete as they were both starters, but 25 goal contributions between them will be difficult, but I think it will be doable. And the second one, bring back the glory days. Just quite simple, win at least 1 trophy this season. Does not matter what trophy, it can be any, just any piece of silverware. And then the third one, Totti's legacy, which will be sign or scout in the youth academy, an Italian centre forward, striker or cam with a 90 plus potential. So that's quite straightforward, but hopefully we can do that as it will add another great player into the squad. So those are going to be the season objectives for our first season with Roma. So with these out of the way, I've got one more thing to clear up. So we are going to do a player of the episode for each episode. So the player of the episode will be for the previous episode. And at the start of every new video, we'll show the key stats, the leaders in the key stats, so who has the most goals and who has the most assists, as well as showing who won the player of the episode award. So yeah, that basically wraps up everything I need to tell you guys. So let's get into our first game of the Serie A season. So with all of that cleared out of the way, let's get into the first game of the season against Genoa. Alright, here we are. We've finally made it to the first game of the Serie A season. At the Stadio Olimpico, we face Genoa. This should be a good game. Hopefully we can come out with a win. I think we should be favourites in this game as Edin Dzeko leads our team out. It's going to be crucial to get off to a good start to the season here with 3 points, as we are the favourites and need to put out a statement to show that we are here and we mean business. So the way the match is going to work is I'm going to show you guys highlights of the game, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's go. So the first event of the game happens as Kolarov wins a header at left back. Pellegrini absolutely sends the CDM. Then Pellegrini again finds Dzeko, and Dzeko smashes it home with his left foot to put Roma 1-0 up. It's a great start, and what a finish that is from Dzeko. We can already tell that he's going to be a crucial player to our season. Genoa then win the ball back with a good tackle from the Zapata, and then they look to counter-attack as he sends a good ball through as Falque gets on the ball. Smalling shuts him down well, but doesn't do well enough. The ball is then floated into the middle, and it's just a simple volley to put us 1-1. So we go level with Genoa, and well, we need these 3 points, so I'm expecting a good fight back from the team, but that's not a good goal to concede, as the centre-back should have been marking tighter. But then we respond almost immediately as we win a free kick. Vital plays Dzeko. Dzeko does well, sends Pellegrini. Pellegrini beats him and slots it home in the bottom left corner. That's a great response from the team, and hopefully this kind of mentality will get us far in the season. Not much happens up until the 60th minute, but then we do look to attack through Dzeko finding Pellegrini. Pellegrini finds Vital, but Vital does well, keeps going. He Gets a bit jammy there. Vital sends ball and Dzeko wins the header, and it's 3-1. With that, we should put the game to bed, and Edin Dzeko swings us to 3 points. So with that, the game does end at 3-1 to Roma, and we start our season off with a great win and 3 points. I couldn't have asked for much more from the team. A great performance overall. Just need to improve on the defending side, but apart from that, very, very good. So with a good first win in the Serie A on our debut game as manager, with Edin Dzeko scoring 2 goals and coming out as our main player for the first game. So very happy with that first result. But I have looked at the squad and assessed that we do need to make some transfers. So I've identified a few targets and I'll show them to you now. So the transfer targets that we have identified is Fikayo Tomori, I'm sorry, I don't know if I pronounced that right, from Chelsea, Richarlison from Everton, Kenny Tete from Espanyol, but I don't think we're going to be able to get him as he has moved clubs, as he originally played in League One, and Denzel Dumfries from PSV. Now, we're not going to sign any of these guys in the upcoming transfer window, but we will sign them in the transfer window after that, as I do believe that our squad does not need any improvements for the start of the season. We will just see how everyone goes. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the second and final game of the episode against Lazio. So, with our game against Lazio, I'm expecting, well, Lazio this season have been very good, so I'm hoping that we can at least get a draw out of this game, but we'll just have to see. Let's hope that Edin Dzeko puts in another absolute fire performance, and hopefully we can win this. Lazio come out firing as they attack down the left side, and Lulic whips a ball in for Luis Alberto, who somehow wins the volley over our defenders. I'm not too sure how that happened, but Luis Alberto has been on fire for Lazio recently, so we will have to increase our work rate if we're going to beat them, as that is a terrible start. We then get an attacking opportunity as Pellegrini sets Dzeko, and Dzeko somehow gets there first. He whips the ball in, headers one, but it's a great save, and then how? How has he possibly missed that? That was basically an open goal. Cristante? That's just not good enough. Lazio then find themselves on the attack again as Correa plays a good ball through to Lulic. He is being defended by Zappacosta. Zappacosta does well. Lulic finds the ball inside. Milinkovic-Savic keeps driving, floats in another cross. Smalling wins the header. How about that for a bit of luck? Smalling's header falls straight to one of their attackers, and then it falls straight to Ciro Immobile, and we go 2-0 down. This is looking to be a very big defeat for us, so can we find our way into this? I hope so. So Roma finally do find themselves having an attack as Mkhitaryan plays it through to Dzeko. Dzeko flicks Mkhitaryan through with a great ball. Now Mkhitaryan uses his pace to get past Acerbi, cuts the ball back to Pellegrini, who on the volley puts it in. Bit of a lucky volley, but we'll take it. But then just minutes later, Lazio finds themselves having a corner. Luis Alberto whips it in, Immobile on the volley, and it takes a deflection, and we concede our third goal. That goal should secure the 3 points for Lazio and leave us with none. Simply not good enough from our team. We look to break, but Leiva makes a good tackle. Immobile drives forward, plays a great ball through to Correa. Correa keeps going. Oh, and how about that for a ball? And we find ourselves 4-1 down to Lazio, as we just can't compete with them. So we can clearly see why Roma have been struggling in the recent seasons, as their squad just cannot compete with the big teams in Serie A. We then do get a consolation goal as Dzeko jams his way through a bit and on his right foot smashes it into the top right corner, but it's only a consolation as there is no way we're going to score 2 goals in 4 minutes. And with that, the game is going to end 4-2 to Lazio. We, in the end, did put up a decent display, but we just could not compete with Lazio's sheer attacking power. And we did manage to find a few goals, but we did miss a few opportunities, so that will definitely have to be improved on for next game. So with that, that is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please remember to leave your thoughts about the player of the match, player of the episode, should I say, in the comments. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.